All right, here we go. So this is one, in recent times, guys, dusted airboxes. Everybody talks about dusted airboxes on these bloody Toyotas. Not good enough, but I'd like to see them open up all these other brands of cars, airboxes, and see if they've got dust in them or not. Other brands don't, maybe because they don't go off-road, because you can't rely on them, and they're probably going to break down anyway. So of course it's the Toyotas. But anyway, here's an old 1KD, what is it, 2008 or 7 or something like that anyway. And we're just having a quick check of the air filter, and I want to point out that I've been told that this one hasn't been off-road, and it doesn't go off-road type thing. Oh, maybe a couple of dirt roads, but not really. You can see it's standard, no bull bar, no snorkel, none of that, right? Here's the airbox. It's got an air filter in it. I don't know if we put it in or not. I don't think so. Hey, do you remember? Did we? No, we haven't put an air filter in it. So the owner might have replaced the air filter himself. Maybe he's watched a lot of videos. Maybe he hasn't. We do the grease thing, but I want to show you something, right? I'm just going to show you how it is, right? So I've undone the clips. We had a bit of a look, and I saw the air filter come up. Like, I'm just trying to do one-handed here, right? I saw the air filter come up, and so you can see it's a Ryco. I'm not picking on Ryco yet, but not yet, so you never know. And when it came out like that, I see the dust on the side of the seal here, right? There's none at the top. There's some at the side. Is there any at the bottom? Just trying to work out if it's sealing. And I go, well, what I always do is, and we'll just have a quick look at the air filter, right? Yeah, not too bad. So that can stay there, right? No problem, right? I'm not saying we're done here and this is it. I'm just showing you a little video to show you something that we always see. And people seem to worry about engines are going to blow up because they get a bit of dust. Now, of course, it all depends how much dust they get in there. And it's not ideal, and I would like to have it sealed. That's why there's an air filter there, right? But I just want to show you. This is a vehicle that doesn't... Have a look around. Does it look like mud? Does it look like there's any mud here? Mud, dust, dirt, stains. Does it look dirty? Does it, Let's have a look. Does this look like an off-roader to you? Does that look, look at standard tyres, standard... It doesn't go off-road, right? But it must have went on a dirt road somewhere or drove through someone's dust, because you can see the bits of... See the dust there, right? I'm going to just wipe it off just to show you. I'm going to just wipe it with my finger, right? See that, right? You can see it's coming off, right? So what we do is, what we've done for years, you can see it's up around here in a couple other places, right? You can see see the dust there? There's dust getting onto the clean side of the airbox, right? Now, why? Well, is that because Rycos are crap and it doesn't fit and seal properly? Or is it because, whatever, there's different reasons. As we've mentioned in our other videos, that's why you subscribe, turn the bell on, and if you haven't been watching, go back and watch our other videos. Look at, search things like dusted airbox or snorkel, does it need air filter? Just put one word at a time when you search air. And then search filter, search snorkel, search dust, so you can find it's all very educational information for you. We've seen this for years, guys, right? We can't see that it's done any damage. We see it to the point that we've seen dust down here, the inlet side of the turbo, there's dust in the pipe and whatever, there's dust getting through there. And the engines are still 400 PSI compression, so, yeah, not using oil and all that, right? At 500,000 Ks. So it's not really a problem, although let's stop it if we can. So what works for us, what we do here is we apply the grease to the seal, right? So what we're going to do here is a bit of R&D, and we've done this with a number of videos and a number of things where we said we're going to come back to you. All the more reason to subscribe and turn the bell on so you get that email when the next video comes. And you might remember, I'll say, remember this car, the one that doesn't go off-road, white, the one with the rusty screw in the headlight there, whatever, right? We might just do that, see? Same air filter, it's done another 10,000 Ks, he's been on some more dirt roads. Let's have a look. And what we want to ideally see is, all the dirt on that side there, right? And not see the dust there. And that's what we see, right? We've got a 120 ourselves, as most of you know, people that are watching. And I actually, on and off over the years, have run, not in just that Prado, but others, K&N filters as well. And running either a genuine paper filter or a K&N in these airboxes with a bit of grease on that seal, I don't get any dust on that side there with either filter, right? So as far as I'm concerned, this may be the evidence or not that shows you how that having the grease there, it's bone dry at the moment. There's no grease on that seal, right? There's nothing there, right? Just nothing, which is fine if it's not going off-road or on dirt roads. right? And like I said, a little bit of dust is okay too, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. Anyway, so we're going to go put the grease on this air filter box, and we'll let you know if there's anything else. A quick bit of information I've mentioned in other videos, but I know you don't all watch them, because I waffle on too much. But here's the MAF sensor. We've got videos on how to clean it. We've got videos, so I just want to show you. See the dust? We cleaned this not long ago. You can see, because we did the injector, so we cleaned as part of the job, and we've put the moly coat on the O-ring. The O-ring's good. Spin it around again, and you can see the dust on this side, guys. Look, so this is, just hold it still for a sec. Watch this, or I'm going to wipe sort of like, see? You can see that wipe mark. So the dust is definitely fresh recently, it's not old dust. So when we provide you information, we like to make sure it's factual evidence, accurate information, not garbage like you find on a lot of other people's channels, and you might believe it, but I can tell you right now, I don't watch other people's garbage because it's garbage. Anyway, I just want to show you right here, we're going to clean the MAF sensor so that we're starting from zero position like we have with the airbox. So I haven't worried about down there, that's the dirty side. It's, it's been blown out, but we're not going to polish it, we're not going to polish it clean. The perimeter's clean, under the lid's clean, we've given that a good clean. And what do we got here? Have a look at the grease on the sides of this. We've lubed it up with a rubber grease. That's going to go in there, right? You've got to be careful we don't get bloody grease everywhere. That's a problem. I'd rather get grease everywhere than have a leaking. So let's see. This is going to be a direct test to compare without the grease and with the grease. Even though this thing's not an off-roader, can you imagine this did a massive off-road trip, how much dust could get through there? And you think it doesn't happen to a lot of people? Of course it does. So another little tip, that's what I was trying to say about, I started picking on you because you weren't watching videos, but the problem is that O-ring, a lot of people don't watch the videos and they did their own thing and they jammed the MAF sensor in the hole, and basically you can damage the O-ring, and I'm not sure if you can buy them separately from Toyota. I would assume not. So I sourced the O-rings. I've got them there. I've got a video somewhere showing you the size. So I can't remember the video. Check our playlists, right? Search the channel. We've got the video. It shows you the dimension of the O-ring so you can buy it from your bearing shop. If you know you've got a broken one and you're purchasing other parts off us, like the big front engine kit that goes here, or the injector kit, or whatever, I can add the O-ring in with those kits. I can't sell like a $2 O-ring separately. I think they were $1 or $2, I can't remember. We've got a few of them there. We can get more if we need them. We know the size. I don't know off the top of my head, I've really forgotten, but I can't sell them to you separately. So if you want to know what it is, please search our videos and find it, or watch the videos. Then you won't have to search, and you'll see it and you'll save it, or you'll make a note of it. Have your pen and paper ready to make notes when you watch our videos. And if you've got questions, ask on our Facebook groups. That's what they're there for. I cannot take text messages about general information. Busy. Text messages are for the parts kit sales and unusual information that you certainly wouldn't be able to find elsewhere. You can text me and we'll see. I may respond or send you to a video. Busy. So we're gonna, with the moly coat, we use moly coat to lube this. We're just gonna put a bit of moly coat right here on this plastic box, as I've demonstrated in other videos. And we use the CRC mass airflow sensor cleaner to clean the MAF sensor. Did I get it right that time? MAF sensor, because I do stuff it up and I say MAF sensor, or MAP sensor, or MAF filter, or MAP filter. Anyway, it's a MAP and a MAF and whatever. This is mass airflow, MAF. The other filter we call the MAP filter, MAP, manifold absolute pressure. This is the product we're using, right? Bada bing, right? You can use whatever you want. That's what we use. We're going to blow it dry now, lube up that hole, and put it back in. Action. Cut. So we've done other videos showing you how to clean this, but I thought we'll just include this anyway. So we've given it a quick clean. See how it pops out? That's because of the lube on the O-ring. You put it in, it pops out, put it in, pops out. When it's lube, you're not going to damage the O-ring, right? So basically you just give a little bit of pressure to hold it down, or you can get your screw started slightly. The key thing is to not drop the screw and don't over tighten them. They're going into plastic, guys, right? It's just got to be, it's not going to vibrate loose in plastic, so it's just got to go in far enough. Anyway, you get the picture. Nip those down, plug it in, you're in business, starting fresh with a clean air filter or a clean grease seal, see what happens. If you've been doing this, we'd love to see in the comments, and I'm sure everyone else would. What has your story been? Did you find dust in there? You've watched our other videos and you've seen, you know, some of these dust issues, and you've tried grease, it worked for you, it didn't work for you. We know it works for us, so if it didn't work for you, maybe you did the wrong thing. Anyway, this is all back together. Bada bing. That's a bit of a dusted airbox, whatever we call this video. Thanks for watching. If you got something out of it, please give us a thumbs up, and we'll make sure you subscribe with the bell on, so when we see this one next time for a service and we go through all this again, you can see the difference, and hopefully you will. I'm actually going to send him on some dirt roads to make sure there's a bit more dust on that dirty side of the air filter next time, so hopefully we've got to change it. And yeah, so right before the service, hey, that's a good idea. Hey, mate, can you please go and do, you know, quite a bit of dirt roads before you come for a service? But make sure you wash the engine, mate, in the car afterwards. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.